At long last, the momentous occasion unfolded in Buea Diocese as Christians, family members, and the diocesan community gathered at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Moliko for the 2024 priestly ordination. 8 deacons were ordained into the sacred orders of the priesthood. In this news, we bring to you the highlights of the ordination rites and the joyful festivities in our newscast. Meanwhile, in Kumba, His Lordship Agapitus Fon conducted the same ordination rites as he ordained new priests into the Diocese of Kumba on Thursday, 4th April. In a distress in Simalen, His Grace Jean Baga has issued a communique condemning the act of vandalism and requesting fervent prayers from the faithful. Good evening and welcome to Divine Mercy Prime. Those were the lead stories for tonight's newscast. Their full developments will be yours in a minute ahead. Some 8 deacons of the Diocese of Buea have been raised to the order of the Presbyterate. This was during a pontifical high mass presided at by His Lordship Michael Bibi to mark the Buea Diocesan 2024 priestly ordinations. Our reporter Joseph Ottop took interest in the various rites of ordination and now reports.
After a long wait, the day is finally here as some 8 deacons of the Diocese of Buea are dedicated into the priesthood by the Right Reverend Michael Bibi this Thursday, April 4, 2024 at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Parish Moliko, Buea. Gracing this one-in-a-lifetime event are priests from the various parishes in the Diocese of Buea and other dioceses, deacons, seminarians, students, Emeritus Bishop of the Diocese of Buea, His Lordship Emmanuel Balanjo Bushu, Monsignor Michael Bibi, and over 500 faithful. Introducing these to be priests is the Vicar General of the Diocese of Buea, Father Jude Thaddeus Mbi.
Reverend Nathanael Ugochukwu, present.
In examination of the candidate, Bishop Michael inquires directly of his willingness to be ordained a priest.
To resolve, with the help of the Holy Spirit, to discharge without fail the office of priesthood in the presbyteral rank as worthy fellow workers with the order of bishops in caring for the Lord's flock.
I do.
Answering the last of the bishop's questions with a firm, I do with the help of God, the candidate stepped forward to promise obedience to the bishop and his successors.
Kingston,
I do.
May God who has begun the good work in you bring it to fulfillment.
Through the prayer of ordination, these candidates are now fully priests, thereby anointing the nation. These 8 candidates have been sworn into the presbyterate by Bishop Michael and congratulated
In today's ordination, the presiding bishop, Monsignor Michael Bibi, exhorted them during his homily on the importance to always foster priestly solidarity and fraternity. From our news desk was a reporter who picked on the key messages of the prelate's sermon. Let's have the details. This Thursday, April 4th, a large crowd gathered at the beautiful Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral in Moliko to witness the ordination of 8 deacons to the rank of the presbyterate. The celebration began with Holy Mass at 9 a.m., during which the officiating minister and preacher delivered a powerful homily. In his homily, Bishop Michael Bibi emphasized on the importance of priestly solidarity among the newly ordained. He encouraged them
Through our prayer
to the beloved disciple on the cross, John chapter 19, verse 26.
I urge you, this is the first time we're having priestly ordination in this co-cathedral when people will live without stains on their dresses. All this is thanks to the hard work of all the priests, thanks to the hard work of all the Christians of this diocese, thanks to the generosity of our brothers and sisters who continuously assist and support us. You are special.
The prelate also cautions the newly ordained on the various temptations surrounding the life and ministry of priests. He advised them to be prudent, to stay strong, and be vigilant, as well as encourage all Christians to pray for them always.
Be aware of envy, gluttony, sloth, greed, and lust. You experience every kind of temptations of these natures. You will be tempted
In conclusion, the ordination of the 8 new priests joy after the ordination in the following report.
Because for that first time, we be the obey with Papa for their talk. If now we be that today, so I know for agree. But how I don't cry, so God hear my prayer and my picking a calm na Father. I be glad. Say that thing where we be there for my mind. God never forget me.
It's a great day, and we are very happy as a family because one of us has chosen to serve God in His vineyard. So it's a very good.
What they are going into. So I really praise and thank them for their courage and their determination. And at the same time, I want to let them know that God who has called them, as we heard in the first reading of today, is going to protect them. They don't need to fear. They have elder brothers. They have a wonderful lay faithful who will support and encourage them spiritually, psychologically, pastorally, morally, and even financially. And I want to assure them that I'm there as their father. If there's anything and any trial or obstacle to their priestly life,
Father Roderick Yangsi was present for the occasion.
The chapel of St. Joseph's College Sase is currently undergoing a transformation from an old chapel to a modern and fitting place of worship for the staff, students, and the community of believers within the institution. This renovation project is made possible through the dedicated efforts and mobilization of Reverend Father Desmond Zikum and alumni of the college.
Were born, nurtured, and groomed in this place of worship.
No matter where we go, the spiritual foundations that was cultivated here by this chapel or in this chapel keeps us going through the trials and tribulations of the world. So for me, as a priest today, in many ways, I credit my vocation or the cultivating and nourishing of my vocation to the time I spent in this chapel as spiritual prefect. Most in particular, late Monsignor James Toba. I remember when I was a spiritual prefect here, and every time I come to lock the chapel in the evening, I would find Monsignor. At the time, Monsignor could barely walk.
Headed by Reverend Father Desmond, the renovation works have been proceeding without interruption. Looking at exemplary work done by Father Desmond and his team, former students of St. Joseph's College Sase commend his initiative while encouraging others. Carried on so far consists of the tiling, painting of this chapel, and a host of others. This notwithstanding, some activities are still pending.
They still have to finish the reconcreting and this front part of the
much desire in society and not spend our time and days criticizing every
for penance and repair, as well as seek restoration of that sanctuary. Culminating his message, asking from the maternal intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary that she should continue to intercede for them so that their faith may be fervent, and the conversion of those who are promoters of this, so that peace may reign in their land. That was in Yaoundé, that sad situation or sad incident. Now we take you out of Yaoundé. The Minister of Secondary Education, Pauline Nalova-Lyonga, has officially launched the 2024 edition of the FENASCO A Games, which is a sports competition for secondary schools in the country. The opening ceremony took place yesterday, Wednesday, April 3, 2024, at the Limbe Omnisport Stadium on the theme School Games, Guarantee of Peace and Sustainable Development. Jude Mbako was present there in Limbe and now reports.
Thousands of students, along with their teachers and delegations from all 10 regions of the country, gathered at the Limbe Omnisport in Ngeme for the 24th edition of the FENASCO A Games. The theme for this year, School Games, Guarantee for Peace and Sustainable Development, aims to explore and harness the sporting talents of these students for the future. In her keynote remarks, Secondary Education Minister Pauline Nalova-Lyonga expressed her overwhelming joy that the games were being held in her hometown. She commended the local administrators and game organizing committee for their effort in ensuring the success of the events so far. The opening ceremony featured various regions showcasing their delegations in their distinctive cultural identities. The Olympic flame was then ignited by City Mayor Paul Efomengale and 7-time Mount Cameroon race winner Sarah Etonde. To kick off the games, the Northwest football team face off against the Southwest team with Sports and Physical Education Minister Narcisse Mole Kombi officiating the kickoff. The Northwest girls suffered a 2-0 defeat, conceding an early goal in the first half and another towards the end of the second half. FENASCO A has consistently provided these children with a platform to showcase and nurture their talents, and they are filled with excitement.
Actually, the game was excellent. From the pitch of play, during the first half, although we faced the most difficult teams today, our midfielders and attack line. In the first half, the attack line was very tough because of the pressure mounted. Though it's not my first time, I've gone for 3 finals. My name is Chiamaka. I'm Northwest, and the match today was very tough. Though we tried our best for the Southwest, one was 2-0. This is my first time, and it's very good.
This 24th edition of the FENASCO A Games will continue until Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Throughout the week, students will participate in games during the morning and afternoon sessions. Meanwhile, evenings are dedicated exclusively to academic activities such as group work and lectures. At the end of these FENASCO A Games in Limbe, the children will also have the opportunity for touristic visits.
On to our foreign page tonight. Zimbabwe declared a state of disaster on April 3rd over a devastating drought that is sweeping across much of southern Africa and needs $2 billion for humanitarian assistance.